any farther east toward the Capitol building. They're not messing around right now. Really been interesting. Rebecca and I have had a bit of an interesting night here ever since we came out to cover the comings and goings of the Capitol grounds in the last 2 to 3 hours or so. There have been a couple of Trump supporters who've come up to us and said some of the things that you might expect would be said to members of the press, especially on a day like this. The police have stepped in a couple of times to make sure that nothing happens to us, to make sure that the situation stays peaceful. But it has been a really, for lack of a better word, Rebecca's right here next to me if there's anything you want to add in too. Very, lack of a better word, interesting day, because this is something you have never seen, at least in our lifetimes, in Washington. But you just wouldn't see on a normal day in Washington. Obviously, there's always a very big police presence here, given that this is the capital of the United States. But you don't see police roaming the district like you do today. You don't see people just kind of wandering around aimlessly, and you can kind of see it right now in front of us. There's a journalist, a media crew, being harassed right now by Trump supporters. This has been going on all day. Obviously unacceptable, but not surprising at this point to see this happening. I mean, these people are yelling at this reporter and photographer. You're hearing Communist News Network. Who knows who these people are affiliated with, who this crew is affiliated with. But if you're out here with a camera, this is one of the things that routinely keeps coming. I do believe that is a CNN crew. One of the things we're doing, obviously, right now, just given what it's like around here, the Capitol building, what it's like been like around downtown all today, we're keeping our distance from the crowds. Because simply, we don't want a situation like what just unfolded with CNN to occur with us. We obviously want to bring you the latest as to what's happening here around the Capitol. But we don't want to put ourselves in harm's way either. With exception to what just happened to that CNN crew, things, once again, for the last 30 minutes have been relatively peaceful here next to the pool. The police are still holding that line with roughly 100 to 200 Trump supporters in front of them. One thing you have to admit, kind of forgetting from our end, just working this story, is that the district is under a curfew right now. It's been under a curfew for the last 45 minutes. You can see a lot of the people here, obviously, in the parking lot of the Capitol building do not care. They are here, and who knows how long they will be here, but Mayor Muriel Bowser did place the district under a curfew at 6 o'clock today. We've been in this area right around the Capitol for quite a while, so I can't tell you exactly what it's like in other parts of downtown. But we did talk to a couple of people who live on the other side, just east of the Capitol building, in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. And they were telling us earlier that it's just distressing to see something like this happen in their neighborhood, or near their neighborhood. Residents who've lived here for decades who are saying that basically they're worried about their safety because things like this don't happen around the Capitol building. They don't happen in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Obviously, what we're seeing right now in DC are a lot of firsts, or things that we haven't seen in decades worth of time. So it's very jarring for locals who are here in the district and the Capitol Hill neighborhood as well. I didn't even remember in my personal phone.
You got world coverage, you know. They're taking your feed and it's going worldwide.
Mine?
You.
No. It's not going anywhere right now.
Not going anywhere right now?
No.
Well, that's what I've been being told right now.
Oh. No. Mine's not going anywhere right now.
Global News Network is picking up your feed now.
We are.
I'm not transmitting anything.
You're saying no, but I'm being told. Yes.
They see you?
I can't. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hmm?
Not right now. Because I looked at our Facebook page and couldn't see it.
Huh? Oh, that's
What is
fine.
the live stream? Is that on
Yeah,
Facebook
it
or-
went worldwide. You're worldwide now. You're on global news.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I will. I'll keep giving people.
I can't. That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Ooh. Okay. Thank you for telling us that. Okay, well, we'll hook up to the microphone here again. But so we're on the front page. No, it's fine. That's my job. But we're on the front page. We're just not being used by Facebook. Because we went to WSA9's Facebook page, and I didn't see anything. Gotcha. I'm gonna let you go because things are changing. Talk to you later. Bye. Put me back in. Back this way. Hey, we're back once again, live here west of the Capitol building, and we could see probably just about 30 seconds ago, police were pushing, looked like demonstrators here a little farther back, but the activity that was occurring looks may have just stopped. Here's something I think we're going to do. We're going to give you a little bit of a vantage point, obviously from a distance, but from the other side, here toward the parking lot. Excuse me, guys. You can kind of get a fuller view of the Capitol building right here, and you can also just see all of the people who are here in the parking lot right next to the Capitol building. You can't see the police right now from where we are, but trust me, there's a very large police presence in front of all of these people. Definitely more than 100 police officers. Once again, we're talking about the Metropolitan Police Department, the Capitol Police Department, and a little earlier we saw members of the FBI all in that line. And from what we could tell, this line goes from Constitution to the north of the Capitol building here, east to at least the reflecting pool. And on the other side of the reflecting pool, what you can't see right now, by the Botanical Gardens, we can see a police presence in that parking lot as well. And once again, what we suspect they're doing, but which is probably obvious too, holding this line to make sure no one can go east toward the Capitol building and cause any more, for lack of a better word, disruption like we saw earlier today. Another thing that we've also been noticing, and I don't know exactly what they're being used for, are ambulances that have been going in and out of the area. There's an ambulance right there in front of the Capitol building right now. A little farther up on Capitol Hill on Constitution, you can also see multiple ambulances and fire trucks that are located there as well. Once again, I'm not sure what they're being used for, but tonight, in comparison to really any night this summer or any night in the last few years, this is the most amount of police lights and federal agency lights that I've been seeing go off in the District of Columbia in quite some time. And a little farther away on Independence, also coming down from Capitol Hill, there are a lot of cruisers making their way toward the happening. We saw a few bottles thrown earlier, some shoving, but other than that, pretty calm. Trump supporters are just standing still here at the moment as police stare back at them. Take a quick look here. Becca, behind the camera lens, notice this. On the other parking lot, opposite of where we are, a little further down from the Capitol, we see a lot more cruisers that are coming in to the Capitol grounds. If I had to guess, that looks like it's Capitol Police just looking at the side of their cars there. It could be possibly a shift change. It could be just additional officers to secure things up. But all throughout the night, at least around the Capitol building, we've been seeing cruisers from all the multiple police departments in this area converging to this one site. And I would expect to see that all throughout the night right here. And my apologies, that actually looks to be a mix of different agencies. Those are Metropolitan Police Department cars, DC police cars that we're seeing right here that are coming to the Capitol building on federal ground to make sure that no one gets in to the Capitol building here. You don't want to say your name either. I just don't see it. Hold on. Scott, two things. Can you text me? And then on top of that, just something sounds in my house. We're nowhere near our car to cut or anything like that. I tweeted out the sound today. If you guys can cut just some of that, is that at 1 o'clock first? That'd be cool. Because we're probably going to hang right here around the Capitol, because we're right in the middle of what's going on. I'll just use this as a backdrop to throw it in that residence sound, because if anything does happen tonight, it's going to be here. So, cool. Thank you so much. Right. So, yeah, on that note, you guys probably overheard it, and I feel really bad. We're going to be live at 11 now. We're going to use the sound that we did at 11 o'clock. And I'm going to cut that for us. But I was saying, like, I don't know where else we would go live than right here, and we don't have time to cut it, or we don't have the ability to cut a video. So that may entail that we're just standing here for the next 3 or 4 hours. If you guys feel yeah. But if you feel the need to like, go back to the car to warm up or something in the interim, I have no problem doing that because we're not slaves. We obviously want to.
When's your next hit?
What'd you say?
When's your next hit?
11 o'clock. I mean, we're live right now, continuously, for as long as we can. But for television, yeah, it's 11. So, if you guys ever need to like take a break or anything like that, just tell me. It's Easter. It's like, it is rough.
I'm on 8th and H. Yeah, on this side.
On northeast or west?
This side. I just gotta get straight up. Right by the, well, it wasn't Verizon, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're with the Verizon?
Yeah.
You were parked up there. Parking restrictions went into effect.
Definitely.
Yeah, because, I mean, here's cool. Where we are, on the backside, you can park back there if you want to get closer. I'm just trying to think ahead here, because, I mean, Becca, how do you feel? Yeah, that for sure. But just like long term, because
Well, I don't have enough battery for us to be live until 11.
Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that.
So,
I meant like leaving in the next 20 or 30 minutes and gathering our heads. Okay.
I can do that, and I can pull over to where you guys are parked.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Oh yeah, I know my mic is hot. My mic is on right now. Can you hear me? Oh no. You hear. I got Yep, I don't know if you overheard me. So here's the conversation. But I just feel like oh yeah, we'll do that. Hello, if you're just joining us, this is John Henry. We're outside the Capitol building right now, just west of the Capitol building, next to the reflecting pool here. And the parking lot that's right next to the building, you can see about 100 or so Trump supporters are still here located in the parking lot. A little farther beyond them is a police line, specifically the Metropolitan Police Department. If you're not from this area, that's the police department that looks over the District of Columbia. They have a line of about 100 police officers between Constitution Avenue, just north of the Capitol building, all the way here to the reflecting pool. And basically, what they're doing is making sure that none of these protesters or demonstrators go any closer to the Capitol building than they have at any time earlier today. We actually saw them probably about an hour or so ago now, come into this position with the FBI and members of the Capitol Police Department to hold the line that they currently have. Within the last hour, we've seen a few bottles that have been thrown, but for the most part, things have remained peaceful here. Unfortunately, we did see a few journalists who were harassed probably about 20 minutes ago. People, it looked like it was a crew from CNN. Those journalists were pushed and kind of yelled out of the area. But for the most part, things have remained peaceful as of late. Oh, what time is it right now? What time is it? Yeah. Yep. We'll make the next one. 25 minutes. Yep, she says that's good. Appreciate it. Okay. Cool. Bye. You can see, obviously, the Capitol building in the distance there and all the people who are here. Becca and I, she was covering all the protests that occurred over the summer. We've been here for protests before next to the Capitol building, but obviously nothing like you're seeing right now, where the police have had to basically cordon off the entirety of the Capitol building. This is something that obviously does not happen in DC normally, or within any of the last couple of decades. So this is quite interesting to see up close and personal. This crowd has been here for a few hours now. Once again, nothing too crazy that we've seen from them in the last hour, besides just their existence right here in the parking lot. I mean, normally during the middle of the winter, there would be no one here this time of night. But they've been staring back and forth with police, making their voices heard with flags and Trump signs throughout the night. Big question is how long this is going to last. Seen this crowd thin out a little bit over the last hour as the police have made this line. It's nowhere near as big as what it was probably even just 30 minutes ago. But it's quite possible that some of the people here could intend to stay here for quite a while. So we're going to have our camera here as long as we can, just to keep an eye on as to what's going on in and around the Capitol building grounds. Right now, we're going to give you a bit of a different vantage point, too. Obviously, right now, we're just kind of keeping our distance, just to be safe, especially with all the volatility that has occurred today. But we figured might as well give you a different vantage point from the parking lot of the U.S. Capitol building, show you just how many people are here right now, and also what the police are doing to keep this area as safe as possible, all things considered. So you can kind of see it in splotches there beyond the crowd of supporters. There are yellow jackets, yellow vests. Those are members of the DC Police Department holding the line once again to make sure that people do not go any farther east toward the Capitol building. But obviously right in front of us, you can see supporters of the president who are staring right back at them. I was just mentioning that this crowd is not as big as it was about 30 or 40 minutes ago. And you can really tell that right now from where we were standing, because when we were first here, when we first arrived to the scene, this crowd was basically back up to where we are right now. So it has thinned out. But with a lot of protests or demonstrations, no matter who is involved with them, there's usually people who try to stay there as long as possible. So once again, there's no telling how long this specific occurrence will last. once again, if you're not from the DC area and you're watching this right now, this may be a little weird to hear, but usually you do not see the DC Police Department located on the Capitol grounds like they are right now. This is something that Capitol Police usually handle themselves. So to see members of the DC Police Department carrying out the duties that they are right now just really speaks to how extraordinary this situation is at the Capitol building. Once again, about 100 police officers all the way to the road, to the reflecting pool here to make sure that no one advances any farther. But on the other side of the pool, we can also see a few dozen Metropolitan Police Department cruisers as well to make sure no one goes any closer to the Capitol building from that area. Obviously, since we're on this side of this building, this massive building, I can't tell you exactly what's going on the other side, but I would imagine that the police department, the police response is just as strong over there as it is over here. Right now, I'm going to show you the opposite direction down Pennsylvania Avenue. You can kind of see police cruisers that are, I can't tell if they're coming or going toward the Capitol building. You can see the Trump Hotel in the background there. Looks like they're coming this direction all throughout the night. We've just seen multiple departments and agencies here putting their resources toward, for lack of a better word, defending the Capitol building. And it looks like right now we're just seeing more officers do that right now. It'd be good to remind you that this is all happening in the backdrop of a curfew that DC Mayor Muriel Bowser just set up earlier today when the activity really started here at the Capitol building. Currently, the District of Columbia is under a curfew until 6 o'clock tonight. Once again, no one here in the parking lot next to the Capitol building is following that right now. But looking at all these Metropolitan Police Department cruisers, trying to figure out exactly where they're going. It looks like they're going to the other side of the Capitol building, down Independence. We're trying to figure out, see if there's anything else happening on the other side of the Capitol building from here. Yep, right now, you may actually be hearing, you may be hearing a bit of a ringing sound. We actually just got an alert from Governor Ralph Northam across the Potomac River. Our security guard showing it to us right now that's saying that there's a curfew that's been ordered for Alexandria and Arlington counties from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on January 7th. If you're not from the Washington area, Arlington is the closest county to the District of Columbia on the other side of the Potomac in Virginia, and then Alexandria is right next to it. Earlier, before all of this occurred today, different county executives and mayors in the area outside of DC were all pleading for the same thing that Mayor Muriel Bowser had asked for, that people stay out of the district and do not engage with all the people who decided to come into the district today. And you can see right now that all of our peers, all of our political peers are once again pleading for the same thing from people, that they just stay home in light of what's occurred at the Capitol building today. I'm gonna call him. So good. Yep, no problem. No problem. Thank you so much. Cool. Thank you so much. We'll let you know when we're all recharged. Power down. Becca, you can power down.
I bet I'm like, because it would be past 5 o'clock. I'm telling you, this is like I do.
The problem is I can't tell who has a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
Somebody over there said we're making a move, and then now there's a loudspeaker over here, but I don't know who has the megaphone.
Yeah, I don't think that was the cops.
I didn't either, and then I got teared.
I'm so sorry. I don't want to laugh at that. It's just.
I mean, it's
That
true.
sucks. Yeah. That is
But
first-hand
it's kind of
experience.
like here where you're just like, I heard somebody say something.
Next thing you know, boom.
Yeah. Next thing you know, there were mounted police in front of me. Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that that wasn't.
No, I hear him again.
Something about curfew.
I wonder. It must be PD. So yeah. Well, no, we don't. Oh, aren't they? Well.